start off with 10 questions to warm you up. That's cool, just fire them off. What's your favorite movie?
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. Keeping it football. What's your favorite band or artist?
Probably Randy Rogers, man. A little Texas country.
Right on, absolutely. What's your favorite hobby or pastime besides football?
I really enjoy going outdoors, hunting and fishing with my friends and family. I mean, we got a ranch in Texas and all that, so.
We're at in Texas.
Event, about just right past Gatesville.
My dad's got some out in Athens. So
Oh, yes, sir.
seen how close. All right, what's your favorite color?
Green.
Of course. Which of your teammates is the best dancer?
I guess probably Antoine or Ryan Stewart maybe, but I don't know, they'd have to have a little dance battle to figure out the true champion.
And I was just talking to Ryan about it. If you could fight any historical character, dead or alive, in a friendly little spar, who would it be?
Oh, man. I don't know.
You got one?
I guess, I don't know. I'll fight Muhammad Ali and see how that one good turns out.
That's been a popular answer today, just to see if you can handle him in his prime.
Yeah. Probably want to do so.
How long would you last?
Until he gets me with one right hook, and then I'll probably be out.
Fair enough. If you could be any profession besides a football player, what would you be?
I don't know. I was just talking to my friends last night about this, and just if we could have like a hunting show, take people out on tours and just hunts and everything and doing that. I mean, just being outdoors, all that stuff. I think that'd just be a really fun job.
That would be the life, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Took that horse-sized duck.
One horse-sized duck?
Just a little duck. I think I could take him.
Oh, it's a horse-sized duck.
I mean, still a duck though.
Fair enough. You ever got bit by a duck when you're trying to give them the bread? They're vicious.
No, if it did, I'd probably hit it. Sorry, Peter.
Who's your most respectable player from the other team?
I think their center. I mean, he's a real big guy and All-American and all that. And I know we're definitely gonna have to have our A game inside to compete and play with their offensive line.
Well, and who's your favorite NFL player?
J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt.
Unbelievable.
Turned down for Watt.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Beau, Michigan State, offensively, what do you see from them?
I mean, they're a good and well-disciplined team, and I mean, they're going to run the ball and then they're going to do the play action, get out on the pass, and do the sprint out. But I mean, they're going to try and run the ball inside, and that's where we definitely have to step up and be real physical in there.
You see a completely different offense, kind of in the Big Ten compared to the Big 12.
I mean, yeah, they're definitely more balanced and I think more power run, get a bunch of people on the line. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difficulty for us to adjust to, because just with our system and everything. So, I mean, it's definitely different, but I think we're still a good team and we'll be able to adjust to it.
Do you like mixing it up like that, though? That you have it's your style versus their style. It's not like anybody's going to change to win this game. Whoever style is right is the one's going to win.
I mean, and I think that's the good thing about all the bowl games and everything. You get to play these different teams instead of just your conference, where most people are pretty much the same. And I mean, I think it's definitely going to be a proven point for us too. I mean, if we can come out with this win, then we'll definitely have some credibility behind our name now.
Well, the other day, somebody asked you about your Cotton Bowl, history knowledge, and you said you didn't know, but it's got to be a big deal at least for you. I mean, you went to Midway, you're playing at Baylor, you're a Texas guy.
Yeah.
Being the Cotton Bowl, how big a deal is it for you personally?
I mean, it's definitely it's huge, and I mean, especially known from where Baylor was, and to be in a Cotton Bowl this year, I mean, it's just crazy, and I mean, we're really blessed to be here, and I think we're all excited to play.
There's a group of seniors that will be leaving this year, the all-time winningest group. I'm sure that you're going to try to top that in your next year, obviously. But you came here when it was still a question. What's going on with Baylor? You had certainly other options, but you're a local guy. It seems like everything you wanted has pretty much been fulfilled so far as to how it is. Did that surprise you, or did you kind of know when you committed?
I mean, talking with Coach Brown, I definitely saw us playing for the program, and I mean, what he wanted to do with everything, and I mean, I had a feeling it was going to happen, but I don't think I expected all of this and how good it really has been and fun and just how much the stadium and all of that stuff. It's just really awesome.
Now, I remember at Midway you used to run in kind of that jailbreak or that, what do they call it, prison break formation that they have and run the ball. Now, I know that they put Laquan McGowan in at fullback sometimes.
Yeah.
Have you ever campaigned for Coach Brown's like, listen, I got experience, man?
No, not yet. No, I think I need to gain a couple more pounds to compare with big old Laquan back there, but no, I'm sticking to the defensive side of the ball now.
Just noticing who you guys brought today. You brought 3 defensive linemen. That is the strength of this defense. It was not always the strength of this defense. You guys have really played well this year and have kind of carried the defense in some times. People overlook that position, but do you think that you may be showing some people around the Big 12 in the country how important it really is when you're trying to win conference titles?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and I think it all comes down to winning in the trenches. I mean, every game, it's grimy down in there, and you don't get any of the fame or any of that stuff, but if you do your job, then your team can come out with the win, and I think that's probably one of the best parts about it.
Every single player has said that last year's experience and this year's experience has been completely different. Even Coach Browse mentioned it yesterday. How much have you seen that, even just noticing other guys and how they're behaving, not just you?
I mean, I think we're all definitely excited to be here, but we also know that it's a business trip, and I mean, I think last year we took it a little too much for granted and had a little more fun than we should have, but I think definitely this year we're all dialed in and I think know what kind of stage of what this win could do for our program, so we're really focused.
Does it help that it's here in Texas and you're not going to Phoenix where there's golf courses and tennis courts and all that stuff?
I think it's definitely good, and we're more just familiar with the area, and it's not distractions like the other day, and I mean, I think it's good for us to stay in Waco and be, 2 hours away, so.
Thanks, Paul.
Does that, talking about your preparation and everything, does that compare to, like you would say, last year not having everything, but now that you're local here? I mean, especially like you not living here, far from here, coming from here, does that mean something to you to be here?
I mean, it's definitely good, and I mean, instead of having to fly somewhere and doing all that stuff, I mean, just make the drive up the road here, and I think it's definitely big for us, and then especially all of our fans too, helping us get a pretty good fan base at this game and get somewhat of a home field advantage from us being 2 hours compared to Michigan State having to fly down here.
Now, talking about the Waco Midway thing, there's a nucleus of you guys. We talked to Orion here, we talked to Levi yesterday and everything. You just want to talk about how that program, how it is, and how it's not looked at too highly, because Shannon Elizabeth is probably your most famous alumni you have.
I mean, they're definitely growing now, and they've got an indoor and all that stuff, but I mean, because I remember Midway too, when I was like middle school, they weren't even making playoffs, and now they've been to the state championship and competing every year. So I mean, they're definitely growing, and Coach Campbell's doing big things over there.